What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Cut the Crap. I'm your host, Christian, here with my main man, Steven. How's it going today, sir?
Another day in paradise, man.
That's what I love to hear. Another day in paradise. We are chilling. It's a beautiful day. You know, what more can you ask for? That's like there's nothing better out there right now, you know? In Florida, it's nice and hot. Even though today was kind of crazy. I don't know about down there, but we had a tornado warning, then we had a rain warning, and then we had these severe wind warning, and it was just like, yo.
Yeah, I know our northern listeners ain't gonna want to hear this. It's fucking hot, man. Yo, bro. Hey, this ain't it, man. It's like the heat index. Today, it was like 97 degrees, and Lord knows what the heat index was. I'm just like, this is not the normal weather in May, man. Like, it's not like. And everybody's like, oh, you know, you live in Florida, but I'm gonna say it like I've always said it. I did not move to Florida for Florida summers.
Yeah,
I
no,
moved.
I
I don't
feel
know if
you.
you agree
I
with me,
definitely
but I
understand
moved
that.
here for Florida winters. I moved here for Florida winters, bro.
That's it.
Like,
Florida
this is
winters.
not
That's
it.
it. That's the best part about it. We can't complain about that
Hey,
at all. Anyways,
we shine, we shine, we shine bright October to March, and even April. Like April was pretty mild this year, but this ain't it right.
yeah, definitely. Tell you, it's a little crazy, but you know what? I enjoy the rain because it helps feed my grass, water my grass. I mean, I don't have to put on my sprinklers now for tomorrow because I just got the rain I needed. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Help my water bill go down just a little. Anyways, we're gonna jump into today's episode. Before we do, real quick, I just wanted to give you guys an update. We had talked about it, I believe it was last episode, about Chris Gilbert, the gentleman that was pushed into the lake.
Oh yeah, real quick before we get to that, how about first of all, you have some common courtesy. I'm disappointed in you right now. Um, have some, a little bit of dignity and apologize to the listeners for recording late.
We apologize for recording late. As you guys listen to this,
We, we,
I
we is a lot
apologize.
of we. You French now, motherfucker. We, we.
This is a show. We're
So
all involved, so we apologize
no,
for recording late.
listeners, I've been
I had
telling
some
the
stuff
gentleman
going
over
on
there.
yesterday. I couldn't get to get it going. So as you guys are listening to this, this is gonna be today as we're recording. This probably go live tonight. So May 15th for us is 6:20. You guys will probably hear it around like 8 o'clock tonight, 9 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna drop it right away because I know a couple people hit me up like, "Hey, what's going on? Why didn't an episode drop?" I'm like, "Oh, we'll get it. We'll get it out there." So we're French. Apologize for this. It was my fault though, guys. You can put the blame on me. It's okay. Anyways,
Continue. What happened with the story with the gentleman that got
yeah,
pushed
no
into
problem. So we get into it, and uh, sorry, they keep going in my room. I gotta lock this door sometimes. But Chris Gilbert, the gentleman that was pushed into the lake, has been making a miraculous recovery. He actually took a photo with the young lady that pushed him into the lake. I thought it was a guy. It was actually a lady that pushed him into the lake.
It don't change the narrative. I don't care about the gender.
Yeah, we don't care about the gender, but they took a picture
Equality.
and
Y'all
it's
want
kind
equality?
of
Here it is.
he wants people to know that this has nothing to do with race, or this was not racially motivated or anything like that. So he's trying to put that narrative out there. Now there's more stuff that's coming to light. They're saying that they didn't realize the water was that deep when they pushed him in. They have a video that is really grainy. It's hard to see, but I was just watching it, and like you could try to see them trying to reach their hand down, like they were on their knees trying to reach their hand down to get him, but they can't swim as well, so that's why they didn't jump in. So that again is more to this going on, but it looks like they're trying to say that, hey, this was a total accident. I don't know. I haven't found any article specifically that says Chris has stated he doesn't want the charges still to be pressed or anything like that. I know his family is still trying to get the charges pressed against these people. There was 3 of them, 1 a female, 2 males. So trying to get charges pressed. As of right now, nothing has been put in there. What's up, Steven?
Nah, I would have to say that's a good defense. They know how to swim, but I would have to put that to the test, bro. Push their asses into.
I'm telling
Push
you.
their asses. Well, we'll give you a minute. You get a minute before permanent brain damage, so we'll give you 50 seconds.
Yeah,
Let's
and I
see.
mean,
Let's
he's
test it.
recovering, and it's crazy because they did not expect him to live more than 24 hours. They were expecting a lot of organ failure, like we talked about last time, brain dead. But he is miraculously recovering, and all we can do is just pray that he continues to recover well and he's able to get back eventually to 100% and continue his future in trying to become a doctor. So that's definitely something I just wanted to give you a quick update on.
Anyways, what are we talking about today, man? Guys, I generally have no idea what we're going to talk about.
This is actually a really good one. I really wish Rex was here, but honestly, I don't because Rex doesn't have a kid. No offense, Rex. Your opinion kind of going to be slighted. So I'm more happy that this is just me and you on this. There was an incident that happened. A gentleman and his brothers jumped a bully father.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw that.
I saw that online, but I didn't watch. I didn't watch the video. Send me the video because I didn't want to see it.
I have an audio clip that I'm gonna play here, and it's gonna, he admits to doing it. And pretty much he explains what happens.
Before watching anything, I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with that. We're adults. We need to behave like adults. That is setting bad behavior. That's something I would obviously. You're gonna want to talk to the parent in question, but you're acting no better than the kids, man. You're literally the example you're setting for your kids.
Now let's listen to this and tell me what you think after you listen to this. You ready?
To the 7-year-old girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school, I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you're too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right.
The end gets me. You'll be all right. Get some therapy. So I looked more into this. I wanted to talk about this yesterday. Like I really looked into this because I'm on the fence on it. But the more I look into it, my views have been changed. Again, this has been brought up to the school, the principal. There's been letters sent home. They've had a meeting. Just the three, like the dad, the daughter, the dad that got jumped, and that daughter. And they're like, hey, look, this needs to stop. This is getting out of control. It's happening for several months and it has not changed. The girl was terrified to go to school and she didn't want to go to school anymore. She was coming home with marks on her. She was actually being physically assaulted. All right, she was being physically assaulted by a girl for several months and it would not stop. So the dad had to take actions, and that's what his action was. He doesn't believe, he stated in another statement, I could not get the recording for it, just would not clip properly, so I apologize, but he did state in another statement that he doesn't feel that it's his right to hit another person's kid. So that's why that he did not take actions on that person's kid. But she needs to learn that what she has coming, it comes consequences, and the consequences unfortunately falls onto the father. And that's what happened. So go ahead, Steven. Do you still think what he did is wrong?
I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's not right either. Two wrongs don't make a right.
Correct.
This guy's probably going to get prosecuted, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Albeit if it's a reasonable judge, it's going to be a slap on the wrist, probably some therapy and some anger management. I just don't feel you're setting a bad example for everybody all around. There had to be. I mean, I know he probably exhausted whatever methods. Yeah, I mean, bullying is not cool, but did we get to the root cause of the bullying? Maybe the girl has mental trauma. Maybe the family can't afford a therapy for that child. I'm talking about the bully here.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's many. And I'm not one of those people that's like overly sensitive about bullying. Bullying is a natural part of the world, unfortunately. It's never going to go away. I'm sorry for any listeners that feel some type of other way. Bullying comes in many forms. You know, very. It's just an ugly part of the world. To the extent you allow it to happen. But to that little girl, your daddy ain't always gonna be there. That's a harsh reality, bro. We all die, and who you gonna run to then? Like, it's a sticky situation, but I don't agree with those actions.
What would you have done
There had to
differently?
be me.
Your
What's the root
child
cause of
Giovanni's
bullying though?
getting bullied at school. What would you have done?
Well, first of all, my kid's a fucking asshole. So anybody in my family, first, not just my kid, anybody in my family, like as smart asses as we are, I generally, if I see my kid, like anybody, I mean, my brothers, generally, we'll stop and ask a question: what did he do first? And we decide whether if it was warranted or not. Because the thing is, a lot of these kids be acting fucking ridiculous, bro.
Now, say you asked the
Like,
question and it wasn't warranted for him to be bullied. What would you have done?
what would I have done? Bro, you know what's crazy? I don't know. And for the listeners out there who don't know, I have a nonverbal autistic child, and my son never, I have never yet to this day, knock on wood, received a call like that. Because there's certain things, man, that you have to look at. That's one reason I'm a fan of schools with uniform. The more you take away from kids, kids don't know about a lot of things. And you got to look, like, again, find what was the reason they were getting bullied. Like, if it's something about their physical appearance or something, then you have to address it. But again, it comes down to, what if this is an under-resourced child? What if they're going through something traumatic at home? Because usually, a lot of times, like, even if you look at movies, most of the bullies, they have some traumatic shit going on at home. Now that doesn't justify treating another human being that way, but you have to be adults, man. And that you're just gonna look stupid at the end of the day. There are better ways. Shit, get the police involved. I don't like calling police. Go to the police. At that point, matter of fact, you ask for a legal consultation from a lawyer and see what your options are. But that, you just played yourself, man. You about to have to pay a bondsman. Uh, you just played yourself, bro. You got exhausted. That's a rash. I mean, now the kids coming home with a mark. That's wild. But at the end of the day, is the child, like, are you teaching like, put the child in taekwondo or some shit, self defense classes, something. I don't even know. Like I said, I'm just rambling. I just feel that the father's actions was fucking stupid.
Good, good. Uh, I'm listening to you and I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking, right? And I got the article
Not,
up and I'm just
bro.
kind of going through it. This is a
There's
tough
no,
situation.
there's
Um,
not, there's not a wrong or right. It's a matter of
yeah,
opinion. Albeit, like, obviously, so it all comes down to where you were raised, how you were raised, how you will handle it. You wouldn't see no motherfucker from the suburbs doing that shit.
yeah. So this is my thinking
Like,
on it. When I first heard it, I was like, "Oh man, like, bro, that's just so fucked up. You can't do shit like that." But then, like, the more I
you
find
can't.
out what's going on and going on, I'm just like, "Ooh, my stance starting to change." So I want to start off with saying this first. What he did was wrong. You know, it wasn't a one-on-one fight. It was him and his brothers, plural. We don't know how many. They didn't say, but it was brothers with an S at the end. Jumped.
Bull- Bullying one child. Oh no,
No, no,
bro, that's
no.
wrong.
But
No,
I was just saying, the
here's
dad
the
of the bully, it was a one-on-one. The girl, little girl, it was two girls, one little girl bullying one little girl. So the dad of the girl that was being bullied got his brothers, plural, we don't know how many, him and his brothers to jump the dad that was doing it. So that part, I'm gonna say straight out the gate is wrong. You should never do it. This is another reason. You're risking your life. All right, guy like me, I don't fight, bro. I'm telling you now. I carry. You come at me, I'm shooting. Self-defense. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, Steve. I don't care. I am not going out there to fight. I'm not getting my ass beat. I am not handling that. Nope. I'm part of the new generation. I carry a Ruger 9 right on my hip. Feel free to try me if you want. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. Especially in Florida, with stand your ground and you feel threatened. All I gotta do is feel threatened. There's 3 guys or more. I don't know how many guys. There's more than 2 people coming at me to attack me. That's more than enough reason to pull out my gun and shoot.
All day.
Just saying. That's
and
me.
You already know. You already know gun ownership 101. If you pull it, if you show it, you might as well pull the trigger.
Exactly.
Right.
And they tell you this all the time when you go for your concealed class. 1 story is always better than 2. So when you shoot to kill.
Yeah.
Just saying. And you know how Florida is. I'm by Polk County where the sheriff agrees with killing people. You be seeing the TikToks. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. He did it because he doesn't know what that other father had on him. He could have put his life and his brother's life at risk. That's first statement on that. As I go through and listen to it, though, and I'm hearing what's being done to the child, granted, I don't agree what he did, but I feel like that was the best option. Just because,
man.
And again, this is my opinion. Let me finish. Just because he tried every avenue. He went to the school. He had a sit down with this girl. They sent letters home. This is several months. Bullying, I've seen from my brother, a perfect example. My brother, when we lived back in Virginia, he had a friend that was he just got to 6th grade, was being bullied so much that he committed suicide. He hung himself.
Why we gotta go to that extreme?
But listen, because that's what could happen with bullying. People go to that extreme. These kids, they don't know better, and they'll sometimes go to that extreme because they think their life is just so bad and it's not going to get better, and they don't realize that this is just a moment in time. And some kids don't have that therapy. Not saying that would happen with this girl, but I've seen it.
How would you feel if I said maybe the father of the bully child should have grabbed his daughter and just like roasted the shit out of the bully? Like just every defect as an adult, bro. Like I'm talking about like one of these roasts that we see on TV, which I haven't seen a Tom Brady one yet.
I think the beating was good. That beating is gonna show her. Now the beating should have been 1-on-1. It shouldn't have been jumped. I think the father should have just went and fought the other dad and showed her like, hey, look, this could have been you, but this is not you. This is your dad. And now he's going to have to deal with that pain. I feel like because this happened, though, I bet you on everything that this bullying will stop. But I also fear while I was thinking about this, again, I'm going through all this process. Like I'm just thinking about, because I heard it early in the morning and I went all day thinking about it. I thought about what you said, because that's a perfect example. What is the bully going through? What type of childhood trauma she may be going through. I'm going to get to you. Give me a sec. What bullying, what effects that she went through to cause her to become a bully. Not only that, now that her dad got beat, what is the dad going to do to that child? Like, what actions is he going to take out on her that is unnecessary? He may spank her or do something like too crazy. You've seen it. He's mad now. He got jumped. He's beat up. And now he's going to take it out on his daughter. Like, look, we talked to you about this several times. You still don't stop. Look at this shit. Like, I feel bad for the bully. But at the same time, I feel like the bully needs a lesson. There's been a lot of comments put out there that, back in the days, my dad would have just took me to the house and had me fight them 1-on-1 right outside. And, that's always an option. There's always other options out there, I guess, that people would have done. Unfortunately, the father felt this was the best action. He was tired of
Yeah.
what was going on, and like I said, I'm not condoning what he did, but I could see why he did what he did. And go ahead, what you were gonna say, Steven,
They
because you
just,
had your hand up. Which you don't
man,
have to have it up,
just
by the
be
way, today,
petty,
because
bro.
it's just me and you. So
Just be petty. Now you just gave the bully more fuel for the fire. My daddy may have got his ass beat, but your daddy in jail now. At least I got my daddy.
So, and that's the shocking thing. It's been over 24 hours going on. It's actually going on 2 days now. And no charges have been pressed because I'm following it still right now. No charges have been pressed. No, the gentleman has not been locked up or anything yet. So,
bro, if charges get pressed, the dude would have been straight if it would have been him by himself.
yeah,
But now that he
because of the
brought somebody
jumping,
in,
it's gonna be more serious.
yeah, the brother probably get a little, but I guarantee you, it's not going to be an assault charge. They're going to add the extra A word to it, which makes it that much more spicy in court if they do get prosecuted. They're going to go for aggravated assault,
Yeah,
bro. That's gonna be the little salt bay sprinkle on the top by the
yeah.
prosecution, which
There's,
which realistically it depends on the judge. I mean, you're gonna have to do they have documentation that they've gone to the school, this, that, and the other. Like, there's a lot of things, man. Like I'm saying, I don't agree nor disagree. I just think it could have been handled a different way. Like at that point, bro. At this point, man, you win, bro. Civil lawsuits are real, man. Like at the end of the day, the school could be held liable. You could sue the school for fucking millions. Not even millions, a couple. You could put your kid through college off that bullshit. Like
yeah,
think like a rational adult, bro. Like the other day here in Miami, some kid at McDonald's got like fucking dragged by a police officer, and I was watching the video. My son was next to me. I just look at him. I was like, listen, I'm not saying I want this to happen to you nor all that, but I was like, as long as you don't die, we about to be rich off this shit.
yeah.
Like there are other methods, bro. They would have gone to a lawyer, bro. They were about to get paid. Like you could have argued trauma, this, that, and the other. Like, bro, damages. There's so much,
Yeah.
man, and like especially in this country, bro. In
No,
this
no,
country, you can
definitely.
sue for fucking
Definitely.
anything, bro.
I'm looking at the shade room right now. The shade room said because there was more than two people, as they believe, that jumped the gentleman, that it could be also gang charges put in for like gang jumping. That's also a charge when it's more than two people. So there's a lot of things that could happen to this guy. I mean, I feel for him. Like he was a father that didn't know what else to do. He, apparently this is his side. There's three sides to a story. There's his side, that guy's side, and then the truth. If he really went to the school, I'm sure the school's gonna have records of it. Like he said he sent letters home. Hopefully he typed up the letters or something. I don't know. We'll see on that. He said he had a meeting with the person and their kid. Hopefully they got some type of video evidence showing that he pulled up to that guy's house with the kids, showing that, hey, I'm here to talk to you, whatever. But like you said, he better have his evidence and all that put in a row, because if not, they're gonna come after him. They're gonna come after him. And then it's funny. I'm reading the comments, and a lot of these comments, people are agreeing with him and disagreeing with him. One person put, "I have 5 kids. If they got bullied, I made sure that they handle theirs. Parents don't need to get involved. Yes, speak to the school, but make sure your kids got to do what they got to do too." One person put, "Oh, I would have done the same thing. Nobody's messing with my little girl." One person put, "I approve of that. 15 years ago, I went to a father and called him in front of his son, 1v1 though, but he stepped down and apologized, and I told him I ain't playing, leave my 6-year-old alone, and then he stopped." So like there's a lot of mixed comments in here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of mixed comments.
Bro, yeah, I would like me, like I said, man. The pettiest way, man, would have been to go over there, not go to their house or anything. Yo, pull up to the school, it's public property. Yo, roast the shit out of their kids. Verbal abuse. Yeah, I'm saying they should have gone and verbally abused the however yo, and then let the other father react. Try to draw something from them. But be like, I've talked to you about this 100 times. Then proceed to whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, self-defense, but you prove your point. But right now, the bully child is a loser, and the father that's potentially going to get prosecuted. Like, I hope the guy doesn't get prosecuted, me personally. But yeah, it's Honestly, I just think they're going to be the ultimate loser. Anybody going through that, if you have a way, man, try to fight that shit through civil way. Try to get some monies off of this shit, man, and move the fuck away. You probably win a nice little civil lawsuit so you can move the fuck away and put your kid in practice. Put him through college.
Yeah, man, I agree. Like I said, I'm still thinking about it, and it's just like, again, I don't condone what he did, but it's just like, man, I feel bad for the daughter. I really do. And then I also feel bad for the bully because you said it best earlier, man. Like people that do bullying, it stems from something. And she obviously needs therapy, and her parents can't probably afford it or anything like that. But this is something they need to really look into because people that are bullies, there's a deeper root to the issue. There's something deep going down inside. You know what I mean?
She needs some form of validation that to pick up her self-esteem, she brings down somebody else.
That's actually a good point.
Like,
but why get physical though? Normally people won't get physical in cases like that. They'll just be verbal.
So who? Not true.
Okay. I thought. Yeah.
She might be the bigger one and just feel like the bigger one because of that. Some people just because they're physically bigger, they automatically when somebody's smaller, especially when you're a kid, just because somebody's physically bigger than you automatically think they're mentally bigger than you. And that's not the case. Us as adults, we know that's not the case, but child.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Steve. I like how you put that one. You be having interesting facts from time to time. I gotta give it to you.
It's not. That's an opinion. That is an opinion. I'm just saying that this whole situation is a lose-lose, but at the end of the day, the bullied child's family potentially has more to lose right now than the police family. And that's shitty to say, but
yeah, the dad could go to jail, like you said. Hopefully, like if he has all his stuff in the roll, like you said too, maybe the judge, depending on what type of judge, is like, all right, listen, we'll give you a smack on the wrist on this one. Do some community service.
Yeah, absolutely. Why your daddy dropping the soap in jail?
Yeah. Talking about judges real quick, and this is a completely different subject, different topic. I heard this morning on the Breakfast Club, and I just died laughing. So I had to see what you would do. Out in Louisiana, in the South, of course, a gentleman went to court. And he's fighting a case right now where he told a police officer to move out his way 4 times. The police officer didn't move, and he finally cursed at the police officer to get the fuck out my way. He's fighting a traffic ticket, this and that. The judge, check out what the judge said. The judge said, if you write an apology letter to the police officer for saying get the fuck out my way, I will not sentence you to jail time. But if you don't, you'll get 30 days in jail. Would you write the letter or would you take the 30 days in jail? A lot of people were saying they'll take the 30 days in jail, but I want to hear what you would do.
I'm gonna write the letter and then I'm gonna go on social media and be like, fuck that motherfucker. The fuck? Obviously, you can't be tried twice for the same shit. So you go back and be like, duh. Like, come on now. You
That's
stupid.
Hilarious.
Y'all motherfuckers dumb if you said go to jail for 30 days. That's
a lot
30
of people
days
are like,
life,
they're not gonna fucking apologize to them. Like, it's against their ancestries, stuff like that. You know, they were.
Bro, once you get in the league, you don't want to be in the league.
Bro, that was Charlamagne was saying in DJ Envy. They're like, bro, you don't want to be in jail, especially not in the South. For 30 days? Nah, bro, you don't want to be in jail. He was like, and then one person was smart. He was like, all right, I would write the letter because he was like, the judge didn't say specifically what had to be in the letter. He'd be like, he said, I would write the letter saying, I'm sorry that you're so damn slow that you couldn't move out the way the first 4 times I told you to.
Nah, bro.
I was like, I was laughing. Bro. I was like, oh, that's a good point. You can put whatever you want. The judge didn't specify what's got to be in the letter. Just say sorry.
It's the age of social media. I'll hand it to the judge, notarize this, that, and the other, and then go on a rant on fucking social media about it. Ain't this some bullshit? And I guarantee you, that officer, make them fucking famous, dog. Make their life impossible. At the end of the day, bro, it's the age of social media.
Yeah.
Now you're at that point where that officer will get dragged on social media and they're gonna get cyberbullied.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, listen, that's the end of today's episode. We do appreciate you guys for listening and watching now on YouTube. We do appreciate you guys like always. Also, we would love to hear from you guys. Tell us what you guys think about this whole bullying situation. Do you agree with what they did? Yes or no? Obviously, me and Steven do not agree on what happened. And then how would you handle it? Me and Steven have two different opinions on how we would handle it. Would you have done the same thing? Would you have gone a different route? Let us know what you think. You know, we'll love to hear from you. You can shoot us an email at cutthecrap with 2 P's, 1 at gmail.com. That's CUTTHECRAPP1 at gmail.com. Send us a message on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Discord. You can reach us there as well. We're all over the place. We do appreciate you guys for listening and watching like always. Till next time, have a good day. Peace.